A bit is the smallest unit of space in computing, holding a 0 or 1 value. There are 8 bits in a byte, 1000 bytes in a kilobyte, 1000 kilobytes in a megabyte, 1000 megabytes in a gigabyte, 1000 gigabytes in a terabyte, 1000 terabytes in a petabyte, and 1000 petabytes in an exabyte, and 1000 exabytes in a zettabyte. If the size of the internet is approximately 8 zettabytes, how many bits are there on the internet? Answer in standard form. So what I would do is, I start with the bits, of course. So 1 bit, or 1 byte, 1 byte is 8 bits. If I write down 1 byte is 8 bits, and then from 1 byte I'd move on to 1000 bytes, which is 1 kilobyte. So 1 kilobyte equals 1000 bytes, and that equals 8 times 1000, that is 8 times 10 to the power 3 bits. So I can just write here that equals 8 times 10 to the power 3 bits. So then from 1 kilobyte, so I've done the bit, the byte is covered, the kilobyte is also done. So I have to move on to 1000 kilobytes now. So that is a megabyte. So 1 megabyte equals 1000 kilobytes, and that equals 1000, so 8 times 10 to the power 3 times 10 to the power 3 bits. So that will be 8 times 10 to the power 6 bits. So then, so megabyte is done. Now 1000 megabyte, that's a gigabyte. So I have to do 1000 megabyte or 1 gigabyte. Let me write 1 gigabyte equals 1000 megabytes. So 1000 megabytes, and that equals 8 times 10 to the power 6 times 10 to the power 3. That's 8 times 10 to the power 9. So I can write it down. Equals 8 times 10 to the power 9. 6 and 3, 9. So 8 times 10 to the power 9 bits. So 1 gigabyte is 8 times 10 to the power 9 bits. So 1 gigabyte, so go on to 1000 gigabytes or 1 terabyte. So 1 terabyte equals 1000 gigabytes. So that equals 8 times 10 to the power 9 times 10 cube. So that's 10 to the power 9, 10, 11, 12. So 8 times 10 to the power 12 bits. So we get 1 terabyte is 8 times 10 to the power 12 bits. So then it's 1000 terabytes or 1 petabyte. So 1 petabyte is 1000 terabytes, and that equals 8 times 10 to the power 12 times 10 cube. That is 8 times 10 to the power 15 bits. Then we come to 1000 petabytes, 1 exabyte. So 1 exabyte equals 1000 petabytes. And 1000 petabytes would mean we have to multiply it with 1000, 8 times 10 to the power 15 times 10 cube. So once again, the 10 cube, the cube is going to be added to the 15. The 3 is going to be added to the 15, so it will be 10 to the power 18 bits. So we get 1 exabyte is 8 times 10 to the power 18 bits. Okay, so we've done 1 exabyte, 1000 exabytes, and 1 zettabyte. So 1 zettabyte equals 1000 exabytes, and that equals 1000 or 10 to the power 3, right? So 8 times 18 times 10 to the power 3. So I can write this as 19, 20, 21. So 10 to the power 21 bits. So we've done zettabyte, and that's the last one. We just have to now multiply it with 8, because we now the size of the internet is 8 zettabytes. So therefore 8 zettabytes would be 8 times 8 times 10 to the power 21. That is 64 times 10 to the power 21, and that would be, instead of writing 64, I'm going to write 6.4 times 10 to the power 22, and that is the number of bits that are on the internet. So that's the answer, 6.4 times 10 to the power 22 bits.